What's going on, YouTube? This is Marcos from Aquina Pressure Wash, and I'm back again with another video. This video, we're going to do a house wash. Let's take a look. All right, as you can see, have the garage door in the front. This is brick on the front, wood at the top. It's not bad because I have washed this in the past. As we go around, we have the side of the house. We have areas like this that I have to make sure that I get. So we're gonna see after this to make sure that everything's good and clean. We have plants, we gotta make sure that we water them down. As you can see, we have dirt on the side right here. We're gonna have to get all that. Up at the top, the gutters are not that bad. We have a little bit of mold and stuff over the underhang. It's kind of dark, so you might not be able to see it. But we'll go around the other side. We can take a look over there. All right, on this side, we have mold. A couple of the things. If you see the two different tones, I guess that's where someone has painted. It's not gonna really make a difference when I wash it and stuff. That's not dirt or mold, so that's the reason it looks like that. Let's zoom in. But as you can see, the gutters have some organic growth or maybe some dirt and stuff that's coming from the roof. We're gonna get all of that off. It goes down the entire side. Down lower, really don't have anything. May have some little red dirt. We'll apply some chemicals on that and see if it comes off. Red dirt, rust stains are hard to come off, so just letting you know that may not come off right there. Okay, walking it back. Again at the top with the gutters, has dirt. Try to get all that off. Now, the main reason that I came over here was this area right here. As you can see, I have dirt, have mold. What was right here was a dog run. They took it down, so they seen all this area that needs clean. So they definitely want this area clean. So I'm gonna make sure that this is clean as we walk down underneath the house. Again, we still have mold. A lot of green algae and stuff that's on the side. We're gonna try to get all that off. Again, we have red dirt. We're gonna try to apply the chemicals. This is stucco. We don't wanna use high pressure. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna try to make sure that the chemical do all the work for us. We wanna make sure that we don't use high pressure on the stucco, but we're gonna try to get it off the best we can. We're gonna use the J-Rod to do a soft wash when we do the rinse. Okay, so that's the walk around right here. I haven't seen anything that was damaged, so that's good. Anytime you see anything damaged, you make sure you point it out to the customer. So that way you're covered. As you can see, got a lot of dirt and stuff in here. It's not gonna wash this. We're not gonna get this out because it's not gonna get past the screen, but we're gonna get all the cobwebs and stuff. It's at least gonna fall to the bottom, that way that the customer can go ahead and get everything up. After we leave, same here. So, not that bad. We're gonna go ahead. Dirt, stuff right there. We're gonna try to get all that off. We're not doing the gutter wash, so hopefully, but I really do believe that all this is gonna come off with the XJet. If not, like I said, gutter clean could make it come cleaner, but I think we should be fine. Okay, that's it for the walkthrough. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start on the back side of the house. Go down this side right here. After I do the back side and this side, I'm gonna go ahead and move my equipment to the front. That way I can go ahead and do the front and the last side, and that'll be it for this job. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, since this side right here is real bad, I'm gonna go ahead and spray this down with the pump sprayer so they can kind of help dwell and it makes it easy to come off. That way I want to keep shooting chemicals on it to see if it's going to come off. This is going to help me get this done a lot quicker. Okay, still a little close up with this. Got my X-Jet in the bucket. Just gonna do this little section right here real quick. Let's turn it to a fan. You can set your M5 tip to fan or either stream. So right now I need it on fan because I'm real close. So let's hit it. See, you have all that mold on the door, all on the, you see that or not, but it's got mold all right there. I'm just applying this one time, and then when we come back to do a rinse, all that should be gone. So let's go ahead and finish. Get that chimney. Now we're going to turn to a stream. So now when we shoot up there, we should get the chimney. There we go. So that's the complete back side. We're going to just make sure that we didn't mix anything. Get this right here, this little corner. Same over here. Okay, so that should be everything covered on the side. Let's go ahead and get the side of the house. Okay, we got the back and we got the side all sprayed down with chemicals. We're gonna let that dwell for about 5-10 minutes. We're gonna come back and look at this a little bit. Let's go back and see what we got in the back since we did that first. Like I said, that red dirt, it's gonna be kind of hard to come off. We're gonna try to get it. Might have to use a little pressure, but if I use pressure, I'm gonna use the white tip That way it won't be too forceful on this stucco side of the house. It like it's coming pretty clean. I still see some streaks and stuff from chemical. I might have to reapply, but we'll go back and check that a little bit later. Look down here. It's starting to come a little bit cleaner. So that's good. I think when we do the rinse down, a lot of this is gonna be real clean, and I might not have to go back and apply the second coat, but I'm gonna have to look at the gutters a little bit closer, but because they're still like they're kind of stubborn. But outside of that, everything is looking good. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and do the rinse now. Okay, I'm doing the rinse down. I'm gonna use my J-rod to get up to the top and do the bottom. Like I said, I'll probably switch to a different tip at the bottom because of the dirt that's inside of the stucco, but we'll see what happens when I start rinsing out. All right, so now I'm gonna switch to the fan tip on my J-rod, and we're gonna do the bottom part because it's gonna be closer to the house, and then we're also gonna see if this red dirt is gonna come off the bottom. This is what I consider a low pressure tip, and this is what I use when I do my soft wash. So what I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna do is try to get everything off. If I don't get it off, then I'm gonna go to the white tip on my pressure washer, and then that way we can try to get the rest of the red dirt off. All right. Okay, as you can see, it came out pretty good. Look at it. It's pretty good. I still see a little bit of it, but it's not as bad as it was like that. But that was even worse when I first applied the chemicals. So just to seeing that and what this looks like, I can say that's 100% better. All right. Before I do underneath here, I'm gonna go ahead and do the top part first, because that way I don't have to come back and rinse this twice. Okay, before I go on, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna do this bottom part with a white tip, because I know there might be a lot of homeowners out there that doesn't have a J-rod. They just have a pressure washer they get out of the store. The white tip shoots at a 40-degree angle, which is like one of the widest angles that you can get in the pressure washing tip. So I'm gonna use that on the stucco, and I'm gonna kind of stand back from it so that way it won't do any damage to the house. You can start far back and see if the red dirt, you start far back so you can make sure that the red clay or red dirt comes off of the house first. And if it doesn't, kind of ease in slowly so that way you won't do any damage to the house. So we're gonna look at it a little closer and you'll see what I'm talking about. What we're gonna do right here, we're gonna get this red dirt off. What I did, I already treated with a mix. If you haven't seen that video, go look at the video of me how to mix your chemicals so you can get your house clean and any other kind of surface. So I already sprayed it down with the mix with a pump sprayer. What I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna use the white tip. Like I said, everybody doesn't have a J-rod, so we're gonna use the white tip to get this area clean. Now, the way that I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna start off kind of far back, ease my way in, and if I see the dirt start coming off, then that's where I'm gonna stop. I'm not gonna get close to the house because that's gonna dig a hole into the stucco. You can get away with this doing maybe with stucco. You can definitely get away with it doing it with brick. Any kind of wood or siding I won't do because it's going to be a good chance that you can strip the paint off. But you can use a white tip on the siding, but you have to be real careful doing it. I try to avoid using it because there's no reason to use high pressure on a house. Always downstream, always use a soft wash system to do sidings of the house. All right. Okay guys, whew, I thought I wasn't recording for a second ago. All right, as you can see, everything's clean. I use the white tip like I said, but normally I can try the J-rod first. If it comes off, I get the same results with the J-rod. Right here, like I said, this is the white tip using this little area right here. Let's go underneath here. This area right here was using the J-rod, which was a soft wash tip. This area right here was using the J-rod with a soft wash tip. This is starting to dry. And as you can see over here, I still got to get that area back there. But right here, I did on the side of the house because it's inside the fence and it came clean. So, like I said, don't spend a lot of time trying to get the red dirt off. If it's not coming out, don't use no more high pressure. Don't get too close to it. You're just going to damage the house. You're just going to strip the paint off the house, so you don't want to do that. So best thing to do is just try to use some type of chemical. Okay, you could try rust removal or some type of thing that designed to get dirt off and stuff like that. I tried different things and it doesn't seem like it really helps that much. So I just stick with pressure when I have to, but I was lucky with this. It was just a lot of dirt dust when it rains. It just splashed on the side of the house and it wasn't really too deep in the pores and it came out real good. So we're just gonna go ahead and finish the side of the house and we're gonna go to the front and then go to the other side of the house. Okay guys, we're gonna do this side with a downstreamer. I'm not gonna X-jet it because it's not that bad. So we're gonna use the downstreamer on the front side of the house and we might switch back over to the X-jet when we get to the side of the house. But right now, let's go ahead and just downstream this side, and then we're gonna continue washing the house. Okay, this side isn't that bad, like I said. So that little bit of dwell time that did what I needed to do. So I'm gonna go ahead and rinse this off and then continue around the thing. Then I'm gonna go back and get that side over there where we had trouble with the red dirt. Okay, we back over here where the red dirt is on the side of the wall. We're gonna go ahead and try to give it a clean. I'm not too sure what's gonna happen, but we're gonna give it a try anyway. Okay, the J-Rod didn't do it. I'm gonna go ahead and try it with the white tip, see what happens. Okay guys, I don't know if you heard me over the pressure washer itself, but I tried this. It didn't really come clean. Like I said, you don't want to put too much pressure on it. We're going to try some chemicals that I have that usually remove rust stain and see if it comes off. I'm not too sure what's going to happen, but what I did with the chemicals, which I know chemical doesn't take off red dirt. So just keep in mind, chemicals just kill organic matter and mold. So if you're trying to get dirt or get something clean with bleach, it doesn't do houses and it doesn't do concrete like that. It just basically breaks up the organic matter. So keep that in mind when you're using bleach trying to clean something. It doesn't really clean it. It just gonna basically, it doesn't really clean it. It just basically gonna break up that matter. All right, so we got this part done. We're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna move my pressure washer over to closer to this side of the house over here. What I didn't do, I rinsed everything down over here. This is looking pretty good. All that's looking good. Like I said, it wasn't bad. So I didn't really have to put that much in it. So this last little bit over here, I'm gonna go ahead and do that, but I need my pressure washer moved a little bit closer so I can reach toward the back. So what I'm gonna do is just go ahead and move everything over. I got water in the front. I'm gonna connect to the water hose in the front, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get this side. And then I'm gonna go ahead and apply the chemical to this side, and then I'm gonna rinse everything down. And as y'all remember, it's real bad over here. So I am gonna do the same thing that I did in the back. I'm gonna take my pump sprayer and I'm gonna apply the chemicals in the bad areas. And that way I don't have to really spray a lot around these bushes. And that way I don't have to spray a lot of chemical around the bushes and kill them. And I get good coverage and everything. But I will probably use the X-Jet on this side of the house. So I'm gonna go ahead and get everything moved. Then I'm gonna go ahead and get started with the pump sprayer. Okay guys, let's go ahead and get this done. So I'm gonna get y'all set up on the tripod this time as I apply the chemicals. All right, let's give it a few pumps. And like I said, I'm just gonna apply this to the bottom side of the house. Try to get all the organic matter off. And we're gonna try to keep it off the bushes. So here we go. Let's see if I can get a wide spray on here. I can't get a wide spray, but I got pretty good coverage with this. Like I said, I'm just gonna basically try to get all this stuff off with the bleach that's organic. So any kind of green stuff and any kind of mold is gonna come off by me using this pump sprayer. I don't know if you can see back there, but that's already starting to come off. And I haven't really moved the tripod or anything to do the rest of the side of this house. Once again, this is a 6% mix that I'm using. So I know a lot of y'all may be wondering that why can I get red dirt or rust stains out like a lot of people can. Believe me guys, it's not as easy as you think it is. I'm not too sure exactly what people are doing when they get their rust stains out. I use the same stuff they use. If you look at other videos, I use the same stuff they use, but I don't have the same results. So don't be surprised that if you look at the video and someone tells you to use this product and it doesn't get the red dirt or the rust stains out, because to me, each situation is different and it may not work as you think it's gonna work. So I've been doing this for 6 years. I tried a lot of stuff. I may have had some success sometimes, and then it's a lot of times I don't have success. So that's the reason I don't really show that much when it comes to removing red dirt and clay off the side of the house and stuff. But I'm gonna show you what you have to deal with in this video. So good or bad, you're gonna know what happens. And I'm gonna show you the stuff that I'm using. I have 2 products with me that I'm gonna try to use to get this stuff off. But a lot of this stuff is coming off just by using a pump sprayer, because this wasn't really embedded into the stucco like the other stuff has. So I hope y'all can hear me because I got my back to the camera. But we're gonna, like I said, just apply the chemicals and we're gonna try to get everything clean just by applying the pump sprayers on the green, organic stuff, and any kind of mold. get this clean, well, when I get through using this pump spray of 6% mix, I'm gonna go ahead and put the other stuff that I use to take off red dirt and rust stains off houses and concrete. I'm gonna use that stuff here. That way you can see it. If it works, wonderful. If not, you see why I had to go through. And a lot of other people who pressure wash do the same thing. And like I said, it's probably a lot. There's so many chemicals out there that you can use to get red clay and dirt off houses. But for some reason, all of it doesn't seem like that it acts or works the same to me. So we're gonna see what happens when I do it. Hopefully, we're gonna have a good. We're gonna have it's gonna turn out good and it's gonna come off the house. That's what I want. I want to do it as possibly can. And anytime that you're doing this, pressure wash your house and you have red dirt and stuff like that, always let the customer know, hey, there's a good chance this is not gonna come off. Let them know up front so you won't be disappointed them and stuff like that. Because if you tell them that, oh yeah, we're gonna get everything clean and it doesn't come clean, then you'll have a problem of getting paid. So we're wrapping it up now. And like I said, I'm just gonna get all this stuff out of the pump sprayer because I don't want to mix chemicals. If it's bleach, I keep bleach and soap together. If it's anything else, I try not to mix it with bleach because I don't know what kind of chemical reaction is gonna happen, and it's gonna probably mess up a lot more things. As you can see, the spots and stuff where I sprayed, it's pretty much coming clean and stuff. The red dirt is left, but all the green stuff is pretty much off. So I sprayed up here, and I sprayed right there because it was going up the wall, and it's, like I said, it's coming clean. So we're gonna go ahead and X-jet the rest of this side because, like I said, it is bad. We're gonna do the bottom part and we're gonna do all the way up to the top. I don't know if you can see, I'm gonna try to zoom in a little bit. You can probably see a little bit better than what it was earlier today. The light was kind of terrible, but we're gonna get the gutters clean. We're gonna get all that dirt clean. We're gonna clean the cobwebs off the windows, and we're gonna finish this side right here. That way we can go ahead and get to our next job. All right, let me go ahead and get the X-jet together and we're gonna get started with this. Okay, I'm gonna water the plants down before I put my X-jet in the chemicals and apply the chemical to the house. So let's get the plants wet and then we'll go ahead and start the chemicals. I'm gonna go ahead and put the X-jet into my chemicals and then I'm gonna go ahead and apply it to the house. Okay, so now that I got all the chemical out of the X-jet, I'm gonna go ahead and wet the plants again and then let the house dwell. Okay, that's gonna be it for the X-jet. we're gonna go ahead and let that dwell, but while we're doing that, we're gonna go back on the other side of the house and try this stuff on the red dirt on the side of the house. All right, guys, we're back at the truck. We're gonna go ahead and use these two products right here. Both of them say it's great for removing rust stains. And then it's supposed to dissolve it and stuff like that. You know, anything that's caused by a sprinkler system or something like that, that's what this stuff is for. So foundations, driveways, etc., etc. This stuff right here, what I have, is pretty much the same as this. The only difference is I'm getting this straight from the manufacturers that I get my supplies for. So this is made for people who pressure wash houses and run their business. They make this stuff for rust removal. They make this stuff for rust removal for people who have their own business and stuff like that. So both of these products say that you need to apply at full strength. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take one spot. We're gonna apply this right here, which is something you can buy off the shelf, versus this stuff right here, where you have to go to a warehouse and purchase it to get it to work. So let's see what we're gonna do. We're gonna start with this first, and we're just gonna do a section of the wall, and then we're gonna rinse the pump sprayer out, and then we're gonna go use this one. All right, let's go ahead and get set up. Okay, guys, we're back on the side of the house where we had the red dirt or either rust stain on the side of the wall. Okay, so we're gonna use the Rust Aid outdoor removal on this side of this vent right here. We're gonna use that on this side. On this side, we're gonna use the Rust Pro rust stain removal, which I get from my warehouse supplier. We're gonna use that on this side right here. So we're gonna see what works the best as far as getting rust stains out. If this is not rust stain, most likely it could be red dirt. We're gonna see if it's gonna take it off. Directions on both of these products say that you need to use them at full strength. So we are going to use it at full strength. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use this one first. And what I'm going to do is just put it in the pump sprayer. Just put enough where I can get that little area. Then after I get finished with that area, I'm going to go ahead and rinse the pump sprayer out. And we're going to apply the Rust Pro. All right, let's go ahead and get started. I don't think I need to fill it up or anything. I'm just going to put enough in where the straws of this pump sprayer can pick it up, and plus it's a little small area, so it shouldn't take much. All right, pump it up. All right, let's give it a try. So from this side, we're going to use the Rust Aid. We're having a little technical difficulty, so let's see what's going on. I might have trash or something in here. We gotta get it cleared out. All right, it was a little clogged up. Let's see what happens now. There we go, it's coming out. Okay, I got that side applied. I'm gonna go ahead and clean this out, and then we're gonna do the other side. My bad, guys. I went and got a mask for this stuff. You don't need to detail it, so we're gonna just apply the rest of it right here. Okay, we're gonna do this side. Let me rinse this out first. Don't forget to pump up your pump sprayer and squeeze the trigger to make sure that you're washing the hose out also. All right. That's it for the water. All right, Rust Pro, we're gonna use this full strength. Shake it up. That should be enough. This side is where my straw is. That's gonna pull out the chemical. Pump it up. All right, let's go ahead and apply it. Okay, that's it. I don't think you don't really have to wash this stuff off, but if the stuff is stuck into the stucco, it's still gonna sit there. So I still gotta go back on the other side and rinse the house off. I'm gonna rinse that off, and then I'm gonna come back over here with the pressure washer one, and I'm gonna go ahead and do a soft wash to try to get the rest of this stuff off and see if it's gonna come out. That's gonna give it plenty enough dwell time. That should give about 5 to 10 minutes of dwell time. That way we can get this stuff to see if it's gonna work. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna leave the bottles right here, and we're gonna come back and look at the results in a few minutes. All right, let's go back and wash that. Guys, I'm gonna go ahead and start rinsing the house down. I got my J-Rod here. I'm gonna start from the top, work my way down like I always do. And then when I get to the bottom, if it still have the red dirt and stuff on it from the J-Rod, I'm gonna go ahead and try the white tip and see if it comes off. Then we're gonna go back on the other side and see what happens with that rust remover that we sprayed on the wall. All right, guys, I'm gonna pull you a little closer so you can see what happens down toward the bottom. Since I'm done with the top. Let's try to get it a little. Let's try it right here. Let's see if that'll work. All right, let's see. All right, guys, as you can see right here, the difference. And I'm using the J-Rod, which is for, and I'm using the J-Rod. It's used for soft wash. It's not a high pressure tip. Like I said, you don't need a high pressure tip to clean houses. So this is coming pretty clean, so we don't have to treat it like we had to treat the other side. So I'm gonna show you this a little bit closer up. And also I'm gonna show you how soft this J-Rod is as far as the pressure. So as you can see, I have to put my hands in front of it. I have to put my hands in front of this. That's how, that tells you how strong it is. It does have a little sting to it, but it's not enough to really hurt you. So let's go ahead and get the rest of this clean. All right, we're gonna get this last little spot right here. Then we'll go back to the other side. Okay, that's it. Let's go back to the other side and we're gonna take a look at that and maybe rinse it off. I'm gonna turn it off regardless, we are finished. We just want to see the results of our little test. All right, we back. This side, like I said, was the Rust Aid outdoor stain removal, rust stain removal. This side over here was the Rust Pro that I get from my supplier warehouse. I still see the red dirt or whatever it is on the wall. It came a little bit cleaner. I think the stuff that I get from my warehouse worked a little bit better, but I still see it. I'm gonna try to rinse it off, like I said, using the pressure washers to see if the dirt is really loose and just needs to be rinsed off. But I don't think I got the results that I want, but it is cleaner than what I thought it was gonna be. And like I said, I did let the customer know that it's red dirt. It may not come off. And basically what I'm doing right now I'm really testing it to see if this stuff come clean. If it came clean, that's good for this customer, because I'm not charging them to do any kind of red dirt rust removal on the side of the house. I'm doing it for free because I'm trying to make sure that I find a good product that I can sell when I go to my next customer that has this problem. So let's go ahead and rinse this off and see what happens. Okay, just to make sure, I'm gonna switch to the white tip. That was just the J-Rod, just to get it off. It looked like it came pretty clean. Okay, guys, let's take a look at it a little bit closer. Okay, as you can see, this is the store-bought Rust-Oleum rust and stain remover. It did pretty good. It still got some parts on there. Maybe we can spray a little bit more to get the rest of it off. This side is the one that I get from my warehouse, which is a rust remover also. I think this did a lot better. It seemed like it started peeling off as I was applying it. I don't have no complaints about either one of them, but like I said, you have to use it at full strength. The only thing about that, when you upsell this product to somebody, you got to charge enough money to make it worth your while. I think like a gallon can run you like $20, $25 just for 1 gallon, either one of those products. So you have to really find a sweet spot where you can charge the customer to do rust removal. And like I said, you can go through this stuff pretty fast, especially if the whole bottom of the house is filled with rust. You got to make sure that you charge the right amount to do that kind of removal and stuff like that. But yeah, I think it did pretty good. No complaints here. So I will continue to use different products and stuff and see what's going to work the best. As of right now, I think the one that I get from my warehouse is the product to use. The stuff that I'm getting at the store is not really giving me the results I want. And like I said, I don't think that was even rust. I think it's more red dirt, red clay or something splashing up from the ground. As you can see, it's a lot of red dirt right next to the house. So that's why I think what it was. So to get it off, I think that's a big improvement and stuff like that. Matter of fact, I think it's a little bit wider than the side and the back. But I think it looks way better. And like I said, we'll know what to do next time when it's time to charge people to get red clay off the side of the house. All right, let's go ahead and do the walkthrough and look at everything. Okay, guys, this is the front of the house. This wasn't that bad, but everything is real clean. If you look at it, we'll zoom in. There's no dirt, mold, spider webs on the side of the house, and that's what you want when you're washing the house. Same thing over here. And we got it pretty clean over here. These windowsills came pretty clean. Normally it's a lot of dirt that builds up right here, and the only way you get that dirt out is you have to pull the screens off. These wasn't that bad, but the ones that was up high and next to the porch, they did have a lot of build up in it, and I couldn't get it out because there was no way for the dirt to go. But that looks pretty good. This side right here looks good. Now, as you can see, we got everything up. We didn't apply any kind of special chemicals to this. We just used a little downstream mix along with the downstream. On this side, we didn't do anything special. We just used the downstream mix or either the X-Jet to apply the chemical on the wall. Then we just rinse it off with the soft wash tip from the J-Rod. And as you can see, it's real clean than what it was. When it dries, it's gonna look a lot better and stuff like that. It's still wet, so you're gonna see like little spots and stuff, but we can't stick around to wait for it to dry. Up at the top, we got all the dirt and everything off the gutters. They came clean. It may be a couple of tiger stripes, but not as bad. Just like I thought it was gonna come clean, because the type of dirt was on there wasn't something that was gonna leave too many stripes and stuff like that. Now, that's the side view for this whole side. Looks good. Everything's in thing. And notice I watered the bushes down before. I did again doing, and then as I'm rinsing everything off, I'm also watering the plants then. So that's covered. All right, let's go to the other side and the back side of the house. And guys, really, this job, including doing the test strips and everything, it should have took me maybe about an hour and 20 minutes to do. But since I'm shooting videos, I have to stop, get the camera in position and everything to make sure that you get a good view and hopefully something that you all really enjoy and stuff, because it's a lot of work shooting videos when it comes to pressure washing. Well, at least the way I do it. I see other people do it. They may have a quicker way to do it. I haven't found a quicker way. I'm just doing it so you get all the information you need when we do this. Okay, as you look at the back side of the house, everything is clean. This is starting to dry. You may have a few tiger stripes right there on the gutters. That's a different service. But that's, like I said, another day of stuff with that. This all came clean. Let's look up here first before we go down to the bottom. We did the rinse up here. Got the chimney. All that is clean. Now, as you remember, the mold and stuff that was on the door, all that stuff is gone. I didn't apply no pump sprayer with it, just used the X-Jet to clean it. And as I was saying, if you look in here, the windowsill is clean, but you got dirt trapped right here because you can't get past the screen. So the customer, only thing has to do is just kind of open it up and just kind of suck it out with a vacuum cleaner, or either just sweep it out. Their choice. Same thing over here. Clean, clean, and those over there are also clean. I don't know if you can see, but they are clean. Okay, look at the gutters. Everything clean. Got rust stains right here. Nothing we can do about that. Even the stuff that I was trying to use, that's more not just surface rust, is the gutters are rusting out and stuff like that, because I guess they're a little bit older. As you can see right here, they're coming apart because the rust has completely ate through the gutter. But it's, like I said, nothing we can do about that. But the house is clean up here. We walk down underneath the house, and as we're going down, you remember the dog run was right here. See how clean this is now? This starting to dry. Looks great, don't it? Now, we go underneath the deck and the back side of the house. All that area is clean. Use the X-Jet on here. You can downstream. Don't worry, you can downstream, get the same results. I was just thinking that it was kind of bad. I just wanted to use the pump sprayer, the Pompous. I want it to be here all day, trying to get it clean. Same thing here. Use the pump sprayer just to get it close to the bottom, and then use the X-Jet toward the top. Everything looks wonderful. And there it is on the side of the house. All right. Okay guys, that's gonna do it for this video. I hope that you found it entertaining. If not, I hope that you at least learned something from it. If you didn't learn anything from it or found it entertainment, that means you skipped over the good parts and you need to go back and watch the video. Hey, let me say thank you if you're a subscriber to the channel. If not, make sure that you hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you know when my next video comes out. This is Marcos from Aquemini Pressure Washing, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.
It's him and I, Aquemini.